If you ever suggest getting a housemaid to someone in my town, before you finish uttering the statement, a big slap must have landed on your face. This was not so until the incident that happened to Amelia and John. "Take care, babe," Amelia told her husband as she kisses him and waves him goodbye. They were newly wedded, and that was her husband's first day at work after their marriage. He worked in a small construction company. Amelia was a hairdresser. Amelia was yet to resume her work as she planned to do so the following week. As weeks turned into months, the couples enjoyed a beautiful marriage. Their love was the talk of the town. Women wished they had such a caring and attentive husband like John. Men wished for a supportive wife like Amelia. They were not wealthy but very comfortable. Amelia was very good at her crafts, and her shop was always full with ladies wanting to beautify themselves. Everything started when Amelia took in. Her husband was overjoyed and didn't want her to stress herself too much. According to him, my big baby deserves a baby girl treatment to properly birth my small baby. With each passing day, Amelia's tummy grew bigger and she was finding it difficult to carry out her normal house chores. "What if we get a house help to help out with the chores?" John suggested. Amelia thought about the idea and didn't see anything wrong with it. More so, the girl can help her in her shop too. Little did they know they were making the worst mistakes of their life. About a week later, they got a maid. Her name was Dami, a 13-year-old girl that was still in secondary school. Dami was a cute and innocent girl that one look at her will make you like her instantly. They didn't know that behind that innocent look was a beast that sought to destroy them. Dami was very hardworking and would assist Amelia in her shop after school. Everybody loved Dami and the couple treated her like their own child. One day, a woman in her 50s came to Amelia's shop to have her hair washed. Amelia was braiding a young lady's hair, so she asked Dami to wash the woman's hair. "Don't touch my hair," the woman shouted at Dami. "If you're too busy to wash my hair, tell me so I will go to another place," she said, facing Amelia, who had to suspend the braiding and wash the woman's hair. When she was done, the woman called her outside and warned her about Dami, that if she really loves herself and her marriage, she should send the girl back to where she took her from. Amelia could not understand why the woman had such a hatred for an innocent child. She, however, brushed it off, thinking that the woman might be having a bad day. To think she had never seen the woman before and never saw her after that day. Gradually, reality started setting in. John was sacked from his workplace, which broke him down completely. He felt bad knowing he was soon going to be a father and feared he couldn't provide for his family. His wife, Amelia, tried to calm him down, that he would get something better. Most so, God was still in control, so he need not worry too much. With each passing day, John became a shadow of himself. He shouted at his wife at any little provocation, started drinking and started smoking as well. Amelia was sad as she was losing her husband slowly. This was not the man she got married to. She prayed and fasted. One evening, as Amelia just came out of the shower, she slipped and fell. She screamed for help as she started bleeding and was rushed to the hospital. The doctors, after examining her, informed her that she just had a miscarriage. Amelia could not hold the news as she broke down and started crying. Her mother visited her and tried to comfort her, but to no avail. Her husband's attitude towards her got worse. He accused her of killing their baby. They fought almost every single day, and the once admirable family became an instead of this type of marriage, I rather stay single. They became an object of mockery in the town. Dami was more than delighted. She has accomplished her mission. What was left was to make them have a divorce. After a short while of closing her shop because of the miscarriage, Amelia finally opened her shop one fateful Monday. The first customer she had was the woman from last time that did not allow Dami to touch her hair. Amelia recognized her immediately because of her peculiar attitude that day. She inquired about how Amelia's life has been lately. Amelia tried to lie as she was not going to discuss her family problems with a stranger. The woman told her that she need not lie, that she is aware of everything that has been going on with her. They had a heartfelt conversation and Amelia broke down and started crying, narrating how her life has gone from sweet to bitter, that she and her husband were even considering divorce. The woman told her how she saw an evil spirit in Dami the day she came, which was the reason she asked her to send her away. She explained that Dami was an agent that was sent by the evil ones to destroy her out of jealousy. Amelia listened attentively but could not believe what the woman was telling her. She decided to find out things for herself. Anytime she had an argument with her husband, she paid attention to Dami's facial expressions and attitude during those periods and discovered she was always elated. Also, in the midst of the night, she notices she communicates with an unseen force in her room. Amelia started seeing some truth in what the woman was saying. She discussed with her husband that since she was no longer pregnant, she feels Dami should go. Her husband kicked against the idea, saying that Dami was like a daughter which the wife took away from him. John's word pierced Amelia's heart, but she was determined to save her marriage. She decided that it was time to send Dami back to her people. Luckily, it coincided with the third term break, so Amelia used that as an excuse to take Dami back to her people. She dropped her there with the excuse of coming to take her after the holiday was over, but she never did. Few weeks later, John started realizing his mistake and apologized to his wife, explaining how he did not know what came over him and was ready to do anything to save their marriage. Amelia, though hurt, forgave him as she knew what was the cause of their problem. The next day, John was called back to work and even promoted. Step by step, they began to rebuild their marriage again, and the people that criticized them began to speak about the couple's bravery. Amelia took in, and 9 months later, she gave birth to a set of twins. Her husband's joy knew no bounds. Amelia was happy. Her tears were not in vain, and God has doubled everything for her. Ever since that incident, the people in that town dreaded taking in a housemaid, especially for newlyweds, and strictly warned their children against it. John and Amelia's story became a lesson to everyone.